Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaimMD here. Today we have another Legends Arceus competitive discussion video on Hisuian Typhlosion. Now, I know that Pokemon Legends Arceus does not have competitive Pokemon, but when we talk about these Pokemon, we are looking forward at potentially Generation 9 of Pokemon, whatever that game is going to be called, or whatever game that these Pokemon are allowed to be used in, your standard Pokemon game with regular battling, none of this agile style, strong style type stuff. So, if you guys do enjoy these types of videos, make sure you leave a like. Let me know down below your thoughts on Hisuian Typhlosion. And also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm on my way to 300k. That is my end of the year goal. And I upload Pokemon videos every single day. So if you do enjoy that, feel free to subscribe. Now, Hisuian Typhlosion, instead of being pure fire, it is fire and ghost. That's pretty nice typing. We see that already on Chandelure. Really strong typing because both fire and ghost are very strong offensive typings. And all the stuff that resists fire does not resist ghost. So it's actually, they work really well together. Now, Hisuian Typhlosion has the same abilities as regular Typhlosion, so we see its regular ability will be Blaze. When it does have an ability, these are data mined, and Flash Fire will be its other ability. So exact same thing. Now, a few key differences between them are that Hisuian Typhlosion is just slower. It's 95 versus 100, and then it has 119 special attack versus the 109 special attack. So it is stronger on the special side than regular Typhlosion, but it also has a little bit less bulk because it's base 73 HP versus base 78 HP. Now, Fire and Ghost is amazing typing. I've already talked about that, that Chandelure already shares that. Now, there are a few key differences between Hisuian Typhlosion and Chandelure. We'll start with that, and then we'll look at move pool, and then we'll go more into stats, and we'll go back from there. But a few things is that Chandelure has access to, first off, Chandelure is stronger, right? Chandelure is stronger with base 145 special attack. That's a pretty big difference, base 145 versus base 119. However, Chandelure is also slower, and that makes a difference because base 80 is good, right? You're above Heatran, but you still speed type with Mamoswine and stuff, and Nidoking still outspeeds you. But Hisuian Typhlosion has that base 95 speed, so it's faster than Rillabooms, it's faster than Nidokings, and it's faster than neutral base 100s as well, like neutral max speed base 100s, which I think is pretty cool for this Pokemon as well. And I think some pretty key speed tiers that's still faster, that are better than this Pokemon that Chandelure would love to have are both Landorus and Excadrill. So it's faster than both of those Pokemon. So that's very good for this Pokemon in itself. So it is pretty different from Chandelure. The other thing is that Chandelure has access to Energy Ball, something that regular Typhlosion does not have access to. Its only grass move would be Hidden Power Grass back in the day when Hidden Power would work on it, or when it could use Hidden Power. And then there's also Solar Beam, which it would use sometimes on sunsets. That's like regular Typhlosion. However, this one does have Energy Ball. This one also has Trick. So it just has a few differences between that and this Typhlosion itself. Immediately stronger, slower, and weaker defensively because of that base 60 HP. But Hisuian Typhlosion has some pretty cool moves, and we'll get into that right now. Its signature move is Infernal Parade. Very strong move. It's basically a weaker Hex. The user attacks with a myriad of fireballs. This may also leave the target with a burn. This move power is doubled if the target has a status condition. It is pretty nasty, right? Because this has a 30% chance to burn the target, right? So think of Scald, right? You already know how Scald has a 30% chance to burn. This has a 30% chance to burn the target. And if it does burn the target, then the move is doubled from 60 to 120. So yes, it's just slightly weaker than Hex. However, it has a 30% chance to actually status them. And it's not just, obviously burn that would affect the Infernal Parade, but it says the move is doubled if the target has a static condition, period. I'm sure this move would stay exactly the same. And it says it's doubled if it has a static condition. So that means not only just the burn that it can do, but obviously, freeze, sleep, paralysis, poison, everything would be doubled as long as the opponent has a status condition. So it's a really nice move, and I think this is really strong, and I like it better than just Hex, obviously, on like Specs, Chandelure, and Gengar, and things like that as well, just because I have the ability to do double the damage to something. So let's say I was running this on a Choice Specs Typhlosion, and my opponent brought out Toxic Specs. Probably normally I'd do like 30% to Toxic Specs with just this move, but if I get the burn on them with that, I basically 2-hit KO them with Stealth Rock. So it's just really nice, allowing it to even like be really annoying for like unaware Pokemon and stuff like that too. I really like this, especially because this Pokemon happens to get Calm Mind. So we have a Typhlosion with Calm Mind. Also, again, comparing it to Chandler, because Chandler can Calm Mind too. But this one is a faster Calm Mind set that can take more advantage of that just because of its speed tier. So Calm Mind kind of helps deal with its lower special attack stat than it has in regular Chandler. So it can Calm Mind up, has a speed tier to force things out, can threaten Excadrill and Landorus with Flamethrowers or Fire Blast respectively, has the Infernal Parade that can still burn you. And I think that choice spec sets are going to be nasty, right? So on choice specs, I do similar to regular Typhlosion. Now, I don't know if this Typhlosion is going to have Eruption, because Eruption is something that Typhlosion has on itself, right? And I'm assuming if you want to evolve this Pokemon into its Hisuian form, you probably have to evolve it in Legends Arceus, then trade it over and do something like that. Wherever Pokemon Home capability will be for the next game or whatever it wants to do, I'm assuming that's how it works. So I don't know if this version is going to have Eruption. And I understand if they don't do that, because obviously it would just be a ghost version of Typhlosion, and it'd honestly be better, because not only can it have the strong Eruption, but its Infernal Parade, having that secondary Ghost Stab is amazing. But I'm assuming a spec set would normally run Overheat, Flamethrower, Infernal Parade. Let's just put Inferno right here for Infernal Parade. And then I think the last move kind of depends, because obviously Shadow Ball is something you could run too. If you didn't want to run Overheat, you could run Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Infernal Parade, because Shadow Ball is just more consistent than that because it's stronger. And I think this is a big thing as well that it might have over Chandelure, and that's the ability to deal with Tyranitar, because regular Typhlosion learns Focus Blast. Now that doesn't mean that Hisuian Typhlosion can learn Focus Blast, but if it is able to learn Focus Blast, that's nasty, man, because this combination of moves, right? You have your Stab Fire moves, you have your Infernal Parade, your Ghost move, and you have your Fighting type attack for Pokemon like Tyranitar, to hit Pokemon like Heatran harder as well. It's unresisted, right? This is incredible. This is such an incredible combination of moves and can really make this Pokemon really, really, really good. And I think that even if it doesn't get Focus Blast, right? Like, even if it doesn't have that coverage, and there's not to say you can't run Mix with like Low Kick or Drain Punch, because it does get Drain Punch, which is something new for Typhlosion, because it had Low Kick, but it never had Drain Punch before. And obviously Calm Mind sets could still do something crazy with that too, but like with Sub Calm Mind, like the ability to ignore Seismic Toss because you're a Ghost type, and not care about Thunder Wave and Toxic because you can go for Substitute and be behind that and Calm Mind up. And then on top of that, you can still burn whatever comes in. Even that's the big thing as well, right? Like, even if it does not get Focus Blast, it's Infernal Parade, which is really spammable, because Ghost moves are highly spammable due to the fact that Ghost and Dark got buffs, right? Because Steel no longer resists. So Ghost moves are incredibly spammable unless you're a normal type. If a Tyranitar comes in, right, even fully special defensive Tyranitar, it comes in, it takes, let's say, 12-15% from Infernal Parade. If it gets burnt, you basically stop Tyranitar, unless it has Rest, or you have Heal Bow, or a Cleric with Aromatherapy on the team, or Healing Wish, or whatever. You basically stop Tyranitar from being able to effectively do its job, because not only is it burnt, so its attack is weakened, but also whenever it comes in and every time it stays in, it takes burn damage turn per turn. So this is a really, really big thing for Hisuian Typhlosion. This can be absolutely crazy for this Pokemon. I think this mon has so much potential, and I do understand why they made it, again, why they made it slower. You don't want to just be a carbon copy of regular Typhlosion, which is why I don't think it will have access to Eruption. Let me know your thoughts on that, of course, down below, though. Do you think it will have access to Eruption? Do you think it won't? I think that the Calm Mind part already differentiates it from Typhlosion, because the only setup moves that Typhlosion will ever usually use is like Sunny Day to get like Solar Beams, but besides that, Typhlosion doesn't typically use setup moves, period, because it does learn Workup, but it just doesn't work. Maybe on Draft League, that would be something you could use it on, but I really like Infernal Parade. I like, when I played in-game, I used Calm Mind, Flamethrower, Infernal Parade, and Hex. Now, the reason I use Infernal Parade plus Hex is because obviously Infernal Parade can burn them, but Hex is just stronger, so Hex with Strong Style when something status is just way stronger than Infernal Parade with Strong Style when I was playing with it in-game. But yeah, insane coverage. Fire and Ghost is really nice. Obviously has that weakness of Stealth Rock. Can probably make use of Heavy Duty Boots. Can use leftover sub-Calm Mind sets. Can use offensive Calm Mind sets as well. Calm Mind Heavy Duty Boots plus Flamethrower. I like Flamethrower a lot. I don't think this mon needs to use Fire Blast unless there's like a specific Pokemon it can actually KO. And the fact that it has that Ghost Stab, so it can deal with water types way better than Typhlosion can, unless Typhlosion is in the sun to either have sun boosted eruptions or sun chargeless solar beams. The fact that it can deal with that with its own ghost moves, and like I just want to show you. I want to show you. Let's just see. I'll show you how much this does to Toxapex, because I feel like we're not on the same page here, because I see this all, but I want you guys to see this. So let's make it 119, which is its special attack stat. Let's make it Ghost, and let's go for Hex, and let's make Hex 60 base power. So this is basically Infernal Parade, right? Let's look at standard Toxapex. Toxapex takes 33 to 39 from this. That's already more than I thought, right? That's already more than I thought. So at minimum, Toxapex takes 33.5 damage. I mean, you already know when it doubles, it's going to 2-hit KO always, right? But let's just make the status poison because that can happen. It will take 67. So the minimum you can do is 33, and the minimum you can do is 67 with this, which means the minimum you can do 33 per 67. We already know that's 100. So you are 2-hit KOing cleanly Toxapex, especially because you also have to, like, even if they have Black Sludge, right? That doesn't matter because you have to factor in the fact that if you have burnt them with Infernal Parade, you are 2-hit KOing them, right? So it's just allowing you to deal with Pokemon like that. And let's just look at fully special defensive as well. Your attack is doing 50 to 60%, so you are 2-hit KOing them as well with that. So just the ability to deal with even the most defensive Pokemon like Toxapex, I think is really cool. Also, Typhlosion being able to hit the Slowbro family, I think is really nice too, because, you know, Slowking could previously wall most versions, if not all versions of Typhlosion, even Specs Solar Beams it could tank. But this guy, man, the Specs Hexes, let's go Slowking, OU special defensive, that's fine. Like, that's 60 base power, guys. That is the 60 base power one, does 47 to 56. Okay? I mean, that's just how you know. Like, that's max special defense. So make that boy poison. 94. You do 94 minimum to max special defense, which means you always beat them because they will always have already been burnt. They take that 6%. That's 6% from it. So, like, just to show you, the Infernal Parade is so nice. It is so nice for this Pokemon. Not to mention you have the Fire Staff for, obviously, you know, your standard steals and stuff. Ferrothorn, Corviknight, Skarmory, whatever. And, again, let's say it might not even need to run Overheat, in my opinion. I think the better set would actually be Shadow Ball. Like, thinking about it right now. Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Infernal Parade, and Focus Blast if it has Focus Blast. If it has that, of course. If it doesn't have Focus Blast, then whatever. But the reason I think Shadow Ball over Infernal Parade is because I think of a Pokemon like maybe like Tapu Fini, Special Defense Tapu Fini. You want to go for Shadow Balls that can get Special Defense drops on that. Whereas Overheat, it's something strong on, like, both Chandelure and Blacephalon. Because Blacephalon also obviously shares the typing as well. It's used, and it's even stronger than Chandelure, but it's used because it's the type of move that just doesn't have any switch-ins at all. But on this Pokemon, I feel like you rather click your Flamethrower or your Infernal Parade to status them. This one just likes to bust through them with absolute sheer power. So, overall, I'm very, very happy to see that we now have this on Typhlosion. I think it's going to be an insane threat. If it, you know, whenever it gets into another game, and even if it doesn't have the Focus Blast coverage, you can easily do Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Infernal Parade, and then whatever else, man. Let's just look at its move pool here. There's Mystical Fire, which is whatever if you want some mixed coverage. Drain Punch, or probably Low Kick, because the other one gets Low Kick as well, for Tyranitar, which is like, you just hit it, you hit it once. Like, it only has base 84 attack, but let's just say, let's put nothing there. Let's just put a Low Kick on this guy just to see, because I'm pretty sure this always will 2-hit KO Tyranitar. Let's just put Tyranitar, max special defense, which is basically max HP. Yeah, Low Kick does 61, 72%. So even if I just put this on my Pokemon as coverage, right? Even if I was just to put this on this Pokemon as coverage just for Tyranitar, I'm still easily 2-hit KOing one of the best switches to this Pokemon. And I might as well just put Drain Punch too, just to see. I doubt it. 2-hit KO. Yeah, Drain Punch is just severely weaker than, you know, Low Kick being 120 base power versus Drain Punch. But yeah, guys, overall, I think this is a great Pokemon. So let me know your thoughts. It definitely differentiates its place from regular Typhlosion via Calm Mind and via its status move. And again, if they don't give it Eruption, if they do give it Eruption, great. You run Eruption on it as well, obviously, right? You run Eruption, Flamethrower, Infernal Parade. And if it gets Focus Blast, you run Focus Blast. Otherwise, you run Shadow Ball. If it doesn't, you run this. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I think it's going to be an incredible Pokemon, absolutely incredible, just because of its Fire Ghost typing. And I will see you guys in the next video later today. Goodbye, my friends.